Hello everyone, I'm one of the writers for the Crown and Dagger series, and I'm here to discuss its future. So for those of you who don't know, I create cosplays of the book characters that are in my work in progress to share snippets of the story and characters I've grown passionate about. So I know I haven't been posting as regularly as I used to, and part of that is because, unfortunately, as much as I would love to dedicate all of my time to making content and to bringing and posting all of these really fun stuff and giving you updates, I have been kind of swayed away from that focus, and my focus has currently been towards having to do a lot of boring adult stuff. So having to pay bills, having to make sure I get a job and all of that. And if you guys can see my background, my living situation isn't currently the greatest. So I am currently a poor, broke student, and I have to spend, as in the most poor, broke student-like manner, most of my time at work and school as of late. When I'm not working or when I'm not at school, I am dedicating that time to this project, to writing the book and to streaming the Bandy Bunch. And that is pretty much my current time schedule. Right? So, currently, I do have an update for you guys. The first draft is currently finished. So, we do have a full book currently laid out. We do have the chapters, the layout, everything, and all of it is written into a cohesive book. Right now, we are working on editing the second draft, and the book series is planned to be made or consisted of 6 books with some spin-offs. So we will have I believe we have a 2.5 book series and stuff like that of like spin-off adventures and of various other characters to go more in depth about their backstory and what they're up to. Which will be it will make more sense once the books come out, because a lot of the focus is on 2 of our protagonists, and a lot of the other important side characters, they mostly go off and do their own thing, while the focus is focused on the 2 protags of Thespia and Megan. So currently, the way the book is set up is the book is a dark fantasy with our 2 characters, Megan and Thespia, and the first book starts in the prison, which was where originally the first D&D campaign began in the first session. So the entirety of the first book is based on the D&D campaign that both me and my boyfriend were in, and is essentially kept most of the same elements of the campaign, most of everything that happened. The only things that have been changed are for creative liberty or to make the story much more engaging and much more like a book than a D&D campaign. But a lot of the same energy and chaos that came from the D&D campaign is still there. We still have a lot of funny moments, like when Megan threw her quarterstaff into the ocean. So don't worry, for those of you who are waiting on that, that will be happening. So they start in a prison, and the story is, of course, set in the world of Delaran, where all the gods are currently dead. This is covered in the prologue. The prologue basically is going to explain more of this or go into more detail, but essentially the gods are all dead, and now the Force of Destruction, which was what originally had killed them, is just called the Destruction, or Greg, which is what the characters dub it, and what the D&D players themselves have dubbed the entity itself. It is technically the Greg, but it's the Destruction. And basically, they have to escape off this island, this prison, and they enter a contract with this Force of Destruction, and now they're having to deal with the consequences of that. So that is pretty much the first book, and there's a lot of very Easter eggs and snippets of things and foreshadowing of what is to come in the first book. I've also provided some Easter eggs and snippets and foreshadowing of where the book series will be going, where the character development is headed. So if you've watched any of my cosplays, or any of my cosplay videos, that will give you hints as to where we're heading in terms of the story. But as I said, unfortunately, I am broke. So right now, I need the help of you guys, the audience. Right now, I do not have the money or the resources to make this project thrive as much as I want it to. I am very passionate about this book series, and I'd love to dedicate all of my time to it. But right now, I am currently a broke college student, and I need your help to make it thrive. So, my posting schedule will be off until Canadian Thanksgiving, which I'm sorry, this is a little bit of a tangent. I'm going off here. Um, but that's why I haven't been able to make new content lately, is because I pretty much don't have a singular day off in my current schedule. And I will not have a singular day off in my current schedule until Canadian Thanksgiving. So that's where I should be able to devote more time to this project. So really, it's really helpful when anytime you guys subscribe, like, comment, and share. It makes us closer to turning this book series into the reality that we hope for it to be. I do have a schedule of things that I will release and organize based on my subscriber count here on the YouTube platform, which I will show right here. And there is an extensive list of things I have planned, so you guys can pause and read that. But basically, as we are right now, I have, I believe, about 600 subscribers. We need to get to 1,000, and then I will launch our Discord channel, which will be exciting, and that will be kind of like a place for everyone to kind of come together as a community, because I really want to turn this, I really want for all of us to be working on this together to make this a reality. So I love the idea of making a Discord server where everyone can discuss and theorize and talk about different things about the book series. There's also loads of other things I have planned for the Discord server. I'm planning to also have updates and events and all sorts of things in the Discord server itself. So kind of like exclusive content, if you will. That's where I'll be posting a lot of my concept art and stuff like that, although I'm not as great as an artist, so I can't really draw very well, but anywho, the more milestones we will reach, the closer we will get to publishing these books, which is exciting. I want to get closer to our goals, and the closer we get to our goals, the more time I will have to be able to dedicate. So the more time I have to dedicate will mean the more content and the more updates I will be able to regularly release, and I would love nothing more than to turn this dream of ours into a reality. So, if you guys have made it to the end, congratulations. I'm surprised you've listened to me ramble on for this long. And, let's make this dark fantasy D&D style book series a reality.